All right, guys, we're just leaving the campground here in Port Hardy. Got everything all welded up yesterday. We're going to head towards Port Alice. Not exactly sure. There's a wreck site before I get there. It's only down the road, not that far, and I might stop and take a walk down below and see if I can turn around down there. You have to watch these wreck sites. Sometimes they're just meant for a van or somebody that's tenting. They're not meant for something this size, so you just kind of gotta play her by ear. Anyways, let's hook up this trailer. It hasn't stopped raining too, by the way. I think that's going to be fairly close right there. Just take a quick walk back here. All right, guys, back on the road again. I wasn't level at the campsite there because my truck was up on the road and the campsite sloped down, so I wanted to be on a level parking lot. And then I'm going to take the camera out there and show you what the hitch looks like. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to look a lot better than it did before. Like I said before, when I tighten up that bracket on the bottom where the two chains pull, it actually pulled the whole hitch. So the whole hitch was sitting on a bit of an angle like this, and I'd rather have it sitting obviously straight up and down. That's the way I want it to be situated. But we'll find a spot where I can pull over, and we'll just do a little walk around and show you what it looks like. I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like too, because like I said, it was sloped there and it didn't give me a good indication. So okay, guys, you can see that hitch is pretty well straight up and down. So that's exactly what I wanted to look like. So that's way, way better. There's a wreck site right here, and I was going to go down here to see what it looked like, but the gates are closed. So it must be closed for the season. But there's no, I don't think I'd be able to fit down there any. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't think you're allowed to drive down there now that I see that. Pick in, pack a no garbage collection. I think you just park up there and then you walk down. Sure looks like it. Cool though. Come here for a picnic or something. Spend the day, bring a kayak. Yeah, no, that's definitely a whole lot better than what it was. Well, we're at a wreck site here, Marble River wreck site, and you can see by the gate there, she's closed for the season. But it looks like a free camping place, and you can tell from the bottom there, that's where we are, right at the very bottom where that bridge is. And then you can drive down this road, and there's like, I don't know, it looks like a solid 25 campsites down there. And you can stay up to 14 days, user maintained, but free. Of course, it says the gate is locked the day after Labor Day, so that means she's a no-go. All right, well, I just thought I'd just drop by here and see what she was all about. So guys, I'm on a logging road here right now. I just pulled off 30 highway just north of Port Alice, and I'm just kind of looking at my maps here. There should be a fairly decent new cleared area up here. See that was logged years ago. The new growth is already coming along. So I don't know if, hopefully you guys can see this, but I decided to come down here because you can tell it's been logged recently. When I say recently, like, you know, a couple years ago. And the trail looks fairly decent down here. But guess what, guys? I don't know what the hell. So this is what I've been driving on. But then all of a sudden, you got this. And they replanted, because you can see the little guys here. So now, I have to back up all the way. Great. Just great. Just another day in JJ's life. Just another day. Yep. All right. Well, wasn't that lots of fun? Anyways, back out on the main road. I really thought that was going to be a good spot, but I was wrong. Well, guys, it's not really all that glamorous, I'm afraid. I just found a spot here. So this is not the main logging road. This is the one I took because it was a spot up here I thought was going to make it. But the problem is, when you look at Google Maps and you see an area that looks promising, that picture could be like 8, 9, 10 years old. And it was overgrown and there's no way I could fit. Even though on the map it looks like they just logged it yesterday. So, yeah. I could go down further down this road, but I'm just going to come across stuff like this. So I'm off the road quite a ways, actually. I don't even know. Oh, there's a bear scat right there. Oh. And so anyways, I mean, it's not a bad spot. If you're out in the middle of the bush like this, it's it's always better than being stuck in an RV park, that's for sure. My biggest thing is like, okay, just around the corner, just a little bit further, and that's what I did here. I went past 5, so just right up at that tree right there on the right hand side, there's a road. You can probably just make it out going up there to the right. I went up there about 100 feet, and that's when I couldn't go any further, so I had to back down. Saw this one, and you could tell it hasn't been used in a while, so I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna go in there, and then when I come out, I'll just back down this road here and then head back in that direction, the direction I came. That'll get me out to the main road, and then from there, that main road takes me back out to number 30 highway. So just leaving this boondocking spot, guys. Good spot, nice and quiet all night long. There was a truck that went by probably around 7 o'clock at night. That's the only vehicle I heard. And the sun is actually shining, which you can see. And I'm on this logging road, so yes, I don't have my seatbelt on. I'm not on the highway yet. As you see, I'm just out in the middle of the bush. Doing 7 kilometers an hour. Okay guys, as I'm driving out here off this logging road back out, if you look into the bush there, you can see some massive trunks of these trees. But the problem is this, I don't know how easy it's going to be to get through this ditch. It's all full of these damn raspberry bushes or whatever you want to call them too. So, but I mean, boy, oh boy, some big freaking trees. Oh, don't poke me. Ugh. I mean, look at these things. Look. Is the ground ever soft here? But I mean, look at the size of that trunk right there. Look at these big boys up here. Okay, if there's a Bigfoot, this is where he's going to live. I know I've said that before. But I mean, make sure there's not a big bear staying on the other side of this guy. But I mean, look at the size of this thing. Unbelievable. So the truck's out there, so as I'm driving along, I just kind of look into the bush here, and you just see these massive trees. Oh, is it ever freaking cool in here? Well, it's quite a disappointment here, guys. It's maybe the 1st of October, and I'm in Telegraph Cove. I was here 3 years ago, and it's a pretty cool spot, but it's all closed for the season. The RV park is right here. It's a beautiful sunny day. People are walking down there, and everything is closed.
Lost in thought, I'm tripping. Oh, I'm wishing I was feeling different. Looking for a reason why this feeling keeps on coming back to me. It's hurting me, disturbing me. Thought it was a warning. Looking for clues to see the truth, but it was just deceiving. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Tell me why it has to follow me around, ooh. Never letting me be, even if I want to, even if I try to. Ooh, I really do. Always finding something wrong with me, and I lose every time I get stuck in this house. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Looking left and right like something's about to take me out. Why? I'm worked up on my free time. Supposed to be at home, right? Just enjoying my life, but I can't even focus on what's happening to me. Losing track of time, been in the same spot for days. I
You guys
can't
remember
find my ways, like I'm
a
stuck
couple
in
videos
sideways.
ago, I was walking around, I saw some trees and they had like big bulbs on them, and I said, did anybody know what these things are? I ended up finding out what they were. Burl, B-U-R-L, and it's kind of like when a tree has a disease or something that's traumatic to it, it's their way of coping with it, okay? Kind of like maybe an oyster does a piece of sand and it turns it into a pearl because it irritates the oyster. Same thing. I came across the world's largest burl. Right there. Oh, we got a little bit of a history on here. World's largest burl. Holy crap, the tree was 271 feet in height, 6 feet in diameter. The weight of the burl when it was moved was 45,000 pounds or 22 tons. So that's the logging company that's out here right now. Oh, there goes a logging truck as we speak. I didn't, that's plastic. I didn't read the whole thing. I'm thinking they actually covered it to protect it. 2 small notches at the face were cut to enable the faller to climb under the burl, the fallen trees, burls swelling, mid-saying, blah, blah, blah. Oh, there it is right there. Over the years, areas of decay and rot were developing throughout the burl. To prevent further decay, a layer of fiberglass was molded over the burl in 1997. And this will increase the life of the burl to enable it to be enjoyed for years to come. So there you go. So I'm sure when you guys walk through the bush or whatever like that, you always come across these trees that got these bulbs on it. That's exactly what this was. Except this was quite a bit larger. Now they say, I did some reading up on it, and they say that these are sought after. Like, so guys will actually get them and cut them, and the wood on the inside is extremely beautiful, I guess. And they make furniture out of it and stuff like that. Look at that block. Wow. Yeah, you just don't pick this guy up and put it in your pocket and and attach it. Yeah. So this is actually a logging place up here. I had to do a turnaround up there, and then I found a spot right down there that you could actually park. Anyways, funny, by the road, I'll be honest, there was no signs by the road. I don't understand that. They go like this for everybody to enjoy, but yet if you didn't have Google Maps or whatever, you just drive right past. There wasn't one indication out there that this was here. I just saw it on Google Maps. Oh, and just to let you know, Misty River Provincial Park is closed. And I came across another park that's also closed. So we're just heading south slowly, and hopefully we keep running into stuff like this to stop by and visit. Okay guys, just coming down to this wreck site, and I'm sure hoping I can fit. It's quite a goat trail coming down, but we'll see when we get down here what it looks like. Sure is beautiful though. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going here, guys. Oh, lots of room. Oh, thank God. Well, isn't this pretty cool, guys? You even have a little playground. The outhouse is over there. Look how much room there is here. They cleaned this up really nice. Picnic table, fire pit there. Nice spot over there. Oh, there's somebody camping right here. How are you? I was a little worried coming halfway down. I'm thinking, oh boy, how tight is this going to be? But no, once you're down here, then it's tons of room, eh?
Yeah, it's a little steep.
Well, I'm just always worried about the height too, eh? So is there camping down here too, or is it just a boat launch area?
No, that's just the main beach, but there are a bunch of other, like, just sort of like little sites like this.
Just like, okay.
Yeah, so there's a few of them on the side.
Right on. Well, as you can see, guys, it's a big area down here. It's the main beach. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, this is the main beach. Look at this spot right here. All right, guys, made it down to the campsite here. As you saw that little trail coming down, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, but boy, look at this when you get down here. Look at the room. So there's like, it looks like there's about 6 or 7 camping spots. I mean, you could park right along this edge here, and there's a stone little fire pit right there. I don't know, I was even thinking about that one myself. This is where I kind of tucked in a little bit to the trees there. But there's one guy right there, and I stopped on the way in and just said hi to him. He's from Calgary, and this is kind of the main beach area. That's kind of really why I didn't stay right here, because I don't know whether or not there's going to be people come down here just to use the beach, and you know, they're right outside the camper. But yeah, I guess I'd right along that edge there wouldn't be a bad spot though either. I don't think too many people actually use that spot though, because as you can tell by the fire pit, there hasn't been a fire in there in a long time. But so it's Anutz Lake or something, however you want to pronounce that. Absolutely gorgeous. I see something sitting right there. I don't know if that's just a spot where you can bring your boat and then just tie off to that, or what's that? Maybe there's something sitting at the bottom there. Yeah. Excellent, excellent spot. Just in the bush here. There's the camper right there. Oh, look at that. Get yourselves a little outhouse right here. But they'd actually poured some concrete there. Actually smelled alright inside there. And then is this the old outhouse location? I got a feeling this is the old location. Oh, well, it's brand new. This is the new location, so maybe next year they're gonna pick that up and put it right here, or put a second one. Could be. What a cool spot. Talk about like a rainforest, hey guys. There's a trail going up there. I just noticed when I got down here, Fast Freddy called, so I'll have to give him a call back here. Very cool. Oh, some blue tapes right there. Very cool. Well, if it stays like this and it doesn't start raining on us, which it's been raining for probably the last 2.5 weeks, I guess, might have to have a fire tonight. We know I got firewood. I'll just start using some. I would really have liked to brought that out from these trees a little bit more than that, but should be all right. Don't plan on making that big of a fire. All right. So I took you guys back here to see this outhouse. I was just cleaning out the fire pit, taking the ashes and spreading the ashes. And then I was walking back here and there's the little outhouse. But what I didn't notice before, which I'm half blind obviously, is this cool little shelter here. So somebody took some time to build a little shelter. Cool. Give the kids something to do. We might get a visitor. Anyways, it hasn't started to rain yet, guys, so we are going to start a fire. Build ourselves a little fire. So I took the unburnt pieces out of the fire pit in the cardboard and I cleaned out the pit. And we are just going to now light a fire. So I'm going to let this burn down a little bit and then I'm going to get my tripod out and put it on top of the fire. I got some pork chops in there thawing right now. And I also got the steak. I took them out about an hour ago. I should have took them out sooner, I guess. But I didn't actually realize I was going to come to a spot like this, or else I would have took them out this morning. Probably, I'm going to say 3:30, 4 o'clock. And it's just cloudy. I can still see blue skies. So, and I looked, it said it's going to be 30% chance of rain tonight. And then basically that way for the next 3 days. So that's awesome. I'm definitely staying here more than one night, for sure. Look at this spot. Like, unbelievable. Lake right there. Plus being free. Well, the potatoes should be almost done here anytime now. I got my knife and there was a couple of ropes going across here, and you know when people tie them onto the trees and they leave them there for a really long time, well the ropes started getting cut into the bark. So I took a whole bunch of ropes off there with the knife, and they're just sitting in the trailer there. They'll go in my garbage. Like I said before, it almost looks like a Ford Flex with a tent on the top of it. And there's 3 girls, and now they went over in that direction over there. I don't know what they're doing, but they're hooping, hollering. That guy that I was talking to on the way in, he hasn't made a sound. I haven't heard from him. I'm sure he can't hear my fire here either. Oh, never mind. The girls are right beside me here. Hi guys.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
We're good. Nice setup.
Thanks. What are you guys searching for?
Mushrooms.
Oh,
Do a little peek around.
cool. Well, you heard them. They're doing some mushroom searching. Anyways, yeah, like I said, the potatoes are almost done here. Then I'll take them off because I'm going to put the pork chops. I got the pork chops here. I'll have the steak tomorrow. It's still frozen, and I definitely don't want to cook a frozen steak. So we'll cook the pork chops tonight and have the steak for tomorrow. Met the neighbors over there and actually met their dogs first, and the dogs came over here. I totally forgot. I had the pork chop sitting right there, and I'm sitting on the chair, and the dog comes up, and all of a sudden the dog runs right towards the back of the trailer. I'm like, holy crap, I totally forgot. But anyways, so they got that old Ford there. He built that trailer. And do you remember when we went for a walk up there and I showed you the outhouse and I showed you the spot where a new one's going to be built? Well, guess who built that outhouse, and guess who's putting another outhouse up there? So he's the gentleman that's doing it. So I'm thinking I probably took his camping spot. He didn't say nothing, but I bet you any money this is the one he wanted, and he probably said, oh, crap. Anyways. All right, guys. There's supper. 2 little pork chops, potatoes cut in half. Got the fire. All right. I don't know if I'm going to record any more tonight or not, or if not, we'll see you in the morning. There's my neighbors. She always comes by every morning to say hi to me. I have those beef dried liver cubes. I give them a piece all the time, and they're the ones with the camper over there, Brian, and I forget what his wife's name is. I'll have to show you guys afterwards. Remember when I did the first little tour, there was that outhouse over here? Well, I helped Brian actually, so he's the one that actually put that one there. And I helped him pour the concrete pad for a second one beside it. And then his friend, who's actually on this side over here, I don't know if I can give you a shot of his truck. Oh yeah, right there. So his friend came up, and they were actually putting the sides up. So Brian, on the front of his rig over there, he's got a rack that's over top of his cab, and he put a prefabbed the pieces for the outhouse up there. So obviously later on I'll show you that. And then I'm just having a cup of coffee here, and today we're going to take the e-bike, because I didn't know this. They told me that on the way from the highway down here, there's a Y in the road. This one is marked on the map, and there's signs saying, you know, this wreck area, but there's actually another one. He says, oh yeah, he says, go down that other road. He said, go for another 1.5 kilometers, and he said, there's actually another wreck site. So I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. So I'm going to take the e-bike, and there's caves about 5-6 kilometers from here. We're going to take the e-bike and go look at these caves. So anyways, that's the plan. All right, guys, we are going to jump on the e-bike and head out to this other wreck area. And then from there, we're going to go over to the caves and see what we see over there. Oh, it's pretty cool here, guys. Oh, some people camping down here. So you can definitely tell this was used quite a bit as a logging place. See some docks along here. You can tell there's something. In its day, this must have been pretty big. So I didn't record when I was down here, guys, but there's some people camping, and believe it or not, and I'm not freaking joking, and A Tiny, I forget his name, but you know who he is. Anyways, we were just talking, and he goes, "Oh, Ontario, where are you from?" He goes, "I'm from Goderich." And I looked at him, and he told me his name, and Tiny, when you see this video, put his name in the comments. Anyways, he took a picture, and Tiny, you're going to be sent the picture. Obviously, you're going to get the picture before you see this video, but what a small world. Yeah, so he's from Goderich, and he worked at culverts when he was younger and stuff like that. I'm thinking, oh my God, what a small world. Here I am, guys, out in the middle of nowhere. There's only 3 people camping at the end of this road, and I meet a guy from the town where I just came from. Small world.
Max altitude reached.
Alright guys, I walked down the road here about another 100 meters and stashed the bike down in the ditch and made sure the ferns were all around it. So I'm about almost 8 kilometers away from my camp, so let's hope when we get back there the bike is still there. Okay, they closed. Not sure where it would have came out. Pretty cool. I'm actually hoping that there's actually spots where you can actually walk in the caves rather than just look at them. Oh. Oh yeah. Now, I wonder how many people in kayaks. You know those little short kayaks that go through rapids and stuff? They're only like 6 feet long. So that's the natural bridge right there. And this is limestone, so this was carved out millions and millions of years ago. But from what I read up there on the board, it says that it only goes underground for about 60 meters, which is still pretty damn cool. And you can see where people have actually crawled down there, but no. When I was 19 and sure-footed like a mountain goat, I would have done it, but I ain't trusting myself anymore. Not to mention I'm by myself, so that would really suck going in that water. So we'll pretend we did it. Cool, hopefully we can get down to the other side. I guess I could have brought my drone down here. Is this a provincial park? I'm betting this is a provincial park, but you know what would have been cool is bring the drone and just fly it out there. Even go underneath there about, 20 feet or whatever. That would have been pretty cool. But I think I have to see if this is a provincial park. If it is, then obviously I'm not allowed to fly a drone. Anyways. And I've said it 100 times, guys. The camera does no justice to what you're actually seeing with your eyes. Anybody that has been somewhere and taken pictures, it's not the same. But I'll just bring you along. Wow. Now somewhere they said there was a bridge that went across and then it collapsed. Well, that used to be an old set of stairs coming down here. They kind of rotted out, so now it's just a trail down through the bush. Anyways, guys, you probably won't see nothing, to be quite honest. I don't even have a flashlight with me. Damn it! I can hear water running. I can hear water trickling. It's pitch black and I can't see diddly. There's a hole there and I don't want to get too close to the edge in case, well, I'm sure it's not deep, but I can't see anything. I totally forgot to bring, I didn't even bring my cell phone. See? How stupid is that? I'm going to go to the caves and I never even brought a light with me. See, there's a hole right down there and you can tell people went down there. But without some kind of light or something. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Oh, okay guys. We were up here looking at that cave right there. Now we're at the bottom of it. Sweet. Some guy down here. How cool is this? Whoa. You can see a cave over there in that far side there. Right there. Okay guys, we are underneath right now. How cool is this? Almost did a bit of a slip there, boys and girls. So we are right back in the back corner. Cool is this? There's a lady right there recording me. This rock is extremely slippery. I can probably make it to that rock pretty easily, but jumping back, I'm probably going to slide right off this thing, so I think this is close enough. Well, I did show me jumping it, guys, but I'm on this rock anyways. made it. You definitely don't want to put on the brakes there because you go flat on your back. It is extremely slippery. But I made it. Whoa. Especially when it's wet, it's really slippery. And there's the trail we came in on. Okay guys, back out on the roadway. I'm not sure if I did all the trails or not. There's a car parked right in front of the board, so I'm gonna go grab the bike and go back up there, but we're gonna walk down here and see if you see the bike. Okay, we're coming up to it. I'll point the camera on that side. Let me know if you see it. Well, did you see it? Still there. Oh, what am I dragging on here? Yeah, so this is when we first went down the trail, guys. We came over here, and remember I said the collapsed road bridge? So we did go there first, and then we came, because that's where all the logs were. And then we went to this way. Remember I said we could put the drone there, but we didn't. But then we came all the way down here, and I sat right there on that rock right there. So, yep. All right, guys, I'm just recording off the my chest one here, so if the audio's not perfect, that's why. So I'm back at the camper now. I worked up quite a sweat. I didn't put my hoodie on the way back, and it's about almost 7 kilometers from the caves to the trailer here. And about halfway back, I started getting the chill, because as soon as that sun goes down or it's close to coming down, it gets cold. So right now it's about 4:30. Today's Sunday, and I might be heading out of here tomorrow. So I'm going to be lighting a fire and cooking a steak on the fire. And then the couple across from me, Brian and his wife, the guy with the that's working on the porta potty or the outhouse right now, they might come over tonight and sit around the fire for a little bit. So definitely be lighting a fire. And I have my windows open in the camper here, and I'm going to have to close them because the breeze that's coming in, it's saying it's 15 degrees right now. Yeah, it's 15 degrees, but it just, that breeze, it's cool. Well, so much for my T-bone for supper, guys. I put it on a plate, and you can see the salt and pepper here. I went outside, got my shoes on, and realized I forgot the salt and pepper, so I set the plate on my bumper, and there was nobody around my camper. I walk in and grab the salt and pepper right there and walk out. If it was 10 seconds, I'd be surprised. And I look at the plate, and there is no T-bone sitting on the plate. And their dog, Frodo, is now eating a T-bone steak. Not this one. That one. Yeah, you didn't get the steak. He got the steak. And the thing is when I came out of the camper, there was nobody here. No dogs to greet me, no nothing. I just set it right here, put the plate right there on the bumper, went back in the camper to get the salt and pepper, come right back out, and the plate is empty. So what's on the menu for tonight instead of the T-bone? Well, I got these chicken breaded things. I think it's supposed to be like General Toe or Tao or whatever you pronounce it, and there's some spring rolls. So I guess we're going to be putting those on the old grill out there, and we got some sauce, and that's going to be supper tonight because she's getting pretty shy here in the old fridge. My fault. 2 dogs roaming around. I shouldn't have, but like I said, it was, if I was in here for 10 seconds, I'd be surprised. Gotta give that dog credit.
Early retirement and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then surprise, surprise, they were short of staff.
Yeah. Well, BC Ferries is noted for its genius anyway, collectively.
I don't think there's a company out there that knows how to run themselves.
No.
I think what happens is back in the day, the common sense people all retired, and then you're left with nothing but idiots.
Left with the idiots.
All right, guys, last day here. I've been here for about 4 days, and I've been in the shade for the entire time I'm here. So I've been running off the batteries, and you're gonna watch here. I am down to 11.6 volts, and pretty soon my system is gonna start beeping. It did it last time I made the coffee. So that's not bad. And don't forget though, I have my inverter on basically all day long. Just, oh, there we go. No, it just stopped beeping right now. I don't know if you guys caught that. I leave my doors open like this at nighttime, guys, just for the airflow. Just because it's getting cold outside. I woke up and it was like 9 degrees in the camper. I don't leave the furnace on at night. I just, when I wake up, I just turn it on just to warm it up a little bit. But we're having a coffee and we're going to be leaving. Obviously, I'm going to turn my DC charger on. And I'm about an hour and a half away from Campbell River. I was going to stop at another boondocking spot, but I'll be honest, guys, I'm running out of everything. Like, I barely have any food left in here. And I need supplies. And really the only place, I mean, there's a convenience store, which is like a gas station. That's not groceries. So I'm going to be heading into Campbell River. From there, I'm not sure 100% what I'm going to do, whether I stay in Campbell River today or not. But anyways, because we are down, like I said, well, see, once the coffee pot shuts off, we come back up to 12.5 volts. But while it's running, because of the current draw, it will drop it down. So it is right now, it is 7:30 in the morning, and things are just starting to wake up out there. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, it got cold last night. Like I said, during the night, I don't have my furnace on. I got everything loaded up. I put the e-bike in last night. You would have saw we sat around the fire and had a good time there. But so anyways, guys, listen, that's going to be lots for this video. I'm sure I'm over my time again. I know the last video was long, and for some of you may say, well, you know, that's no problem. Some of you are going to say, I don't have time to watch an hour video, and I don't blame you either. I just find it hard sometimes to be able to shut it off halfway through a visit. And when I say a visit where I'm boondocking or camping, I have a hard time just shutting it off and then starting the next video in the same place. All right, guys, so from Anutz Lake, boondocking with some friends. Be good, be kind, be careful, and we'll see you down the road. Bye-bye.
I think it's time for me to go.